Hey everyone, so tonight I'm doing a review on the Marvel Legends Spider-Man Homecoming 2-pack with Spider-Man and Iron Man. So we'll go ahead and look at the window box packaging. Just kind of shows the Spider-Man Homecoming logo, Spider-Man, Iron Man showcased right there. Has Iron Man flying along with Spider-Man shooting his web. That's just a window at the top. And the back here just kind of shows both figures along with a little brief little bio. You can pause it. Do you want to read that? Oh, we're going to get these guys opened up, and I will review Iron Man first, and then Spider-Man. So, if you want to skip around to the end to see Spider-Man, that's fine. If not, here comes Iron Man. All right, guys. So here's Iron Man. So he comes with 2 accessories. Comes with 1 blaster, just a regular blue one. I think we've had this before, with just a little bit of white spray of paint right there in the middle. You can kind of see it there. So I kind of wish we had 2. It's not a bad thing to have multiples of these, but 1, it's kind of strange to me, but yep. And then we get the opened helmet from in the movie when he thinks it was Stark in there, but it wasn't, and he kind of shows him that it's not him. So it's kind of cool. There's no paint detailing on the inside. I kind of wish there was. It's just more of a just gray paint on the inside. Let me see if I can get this camera to focus. You guys see in there? So you can see it's just literally just gray paint. I'm making it really white. But it's cool. I like how the face mask is kind of slid up. It looks really cool. It's definitely more of a marbleized, metallic kind of gold plastic. You can kind of see it's kind of translucent almost. Not fully, but it's definitely thin. And it's just kind of painted on here. And then his helmet in the light, it's also marbleized, but it kind of comes off almost in certain angles kind of pink. See where the light hits, it kind of looks, to me at least, it looks pink. I mean, it's definitely red, but it definitely looks pink to me. But all right, so we're going to get into the figure. So here is Iron Man's very cool armor, and plus for the price, I mean, I couldn't pass it. Mine does kind of have a loose joint there, but it's I really like the head sculpt. It's just kind of more that, kind of classic looking Iron Man look, but it's got, again, that marbleized paint, marbleized red plastic. I don't know why I keep saying paint, but over the front, and the front faceplate is painted on there, so it's not the same. You can kind of see the difference in the coloring there. So it's actually not, where that's a separate piece of plastic, this is painted on, so it's got a nice shimmer to it. I really like the white eyes, and it does have a blue around the eyes there. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see that. Hopefully you can. But it's just kind of a nice sculpt overall. I mean, the gold paint didn't quite get into all the nooks and crannies. You can kind of see some of the red in the corners there. But overall, it's a really cool sculpt. I do like how the gray paint is also painted on the back of his neck here. I think that looks really cool. It continues with that same kind of gold along the back. And there's a little bit of gray in there. And then it kind of goes into this gray plastic, so you can see where the red's been painted on. Mine's a little scuffed in the back from the packaging. But this has all been painted on here on the gray plastic. And then it's got the nice little arc reactor right there. I like the gold on the front. And these are glued on, so these are not in the way, which is always nice. But it's got these nice little shoulder piece armors, or shoulder armor. Cannot talk. And then it's got the nice gray plastic, but it's got an overall cool sculpt. It's definitely the same figure that we've seen in the 3-pack, along with, from the movie 3-pack with Spider-Man and Cap from Civil War, along with the same movie Iron Man from the Civil War wave. It continues with the blue, with the red marbleized plastic here, and it's been painted back onto his hand. Mine does have a little nick on the top of his hand right there, but the gold looks good. You can see all the rivets. And it's got a little plug in there for his palm of his hand. No plug on this side. So I kind of wish they would have painted the arc reactor, or not the repulsor blast, kind of right there. I think that would have been nice, just having it be all gray. Then continue on the body. It's just all gray on the butt and back area. And then it turns into the red on the legs here. You can see more of that gold paint, which is nice and shiny. And it's got a nice little gray paint on the top of his boots. So, I mean, it's a cool armor. I can't imagine spending retail on this set, because it is literally just a bunch of repaints. So we're going to go over the articulation. There we go. Actually, we'll go ahead and pop, since I already popped that head off, why don't we just go ahead and pop this head on. There we go, so you guys can check it out. It's a faceless Iron Man. So his head looks up. Pretty decent, what do you think? Looks down, good. Looks left and right, and kind of, it's very tight, which is nice. Can't really pivot side to side. It's got bulges in the shoulders. They are hindered by the pads since they are not attached to the shoulder. You can't flap them up to get them a higher range. They are just kind of, and they're very hard plastic. So unless you keep doing that, you're probably going to nick the gold paint right there. Rotates. Bicep swivel, double jointed elbows, wrist rotation along with the hinge at the wrist. Swivel at the waist or upper, chest. See, mine's just a little loose. These don't really crunch forward, they crunch back a tidbit. No waist swivel. And it kicks up not so high and spreads not so far. And got an upper thigh swivel, double jointed knees. The silver will show through. If that's going to bug you, you might want to repaint that. A little red, might be hard to match though. That's just me. But I do like how that always has fit together. When the knees are closed up, you can barely see the joint. No boot rotation, ankles move down, they move up, and he does have nice little ankle rockers, and he does have some paint on the back that I forgot to show you guys. And pegals the bottom of his feet, which you can also put the, blast effects on. All right, I'll show you guys how tall Iron Man is. All right, so Iron Man stands a little over about 6.5 inches tall. And then here he is next to the Civil War Iron Man with the 3-pack head put on it. That came with the battle damage one. Just kind of want to show you guys the similarities. It's same sculpt. I even have the same hand on the side, so you guys can totally see that it's completely the same, just a repaint. But it looks cool. It's cool to have like kind of, I'm probably going to pose him like this, so it's kind of like a droid. That's just me, but yeah, it looks cool. It's another cool thing to add to your cinematic universe. I definitely think it's worth checking out Ross just to see if you guys can find him. I did not find him in my area. My friend found him out in Stockton, California. So I've been checking my local Ross by my house quite frequently, and I've yet to find this 2-pack. And I still check just to see. But definitely worth keeping an eye out. Or if you have a Ross near you, just go ahead and stop by and check it out. All right, so we'll get on to Spider-Man. All right, guys, so here's Spider-Man. I'm not gonna really swap the heads on this guy just because we've seen him with the Homecoming wave Spider-Man, but he does come with the same little webbings. These webs have like a smoked look to them, so you can kind of see they're definitely a darker gray. I don't have the other webs out with me to do a comparison, because I just don't use these, but they are definitely not a lighter clear plastic like the other ones. And then here is the head sculpt that comes with. Mine's kind of looks a little off-centered. You can see the one eye here is a lot wider and wider open, where this one, it looks like he's winking. So that's a little odd. I don't know, it looks a little strange to me. But it's got a nice webbing sculpted on, and you can see kind of the gray paint into the creases to kind of give it that nice detailed look. But definitely won't be using this head sculpt. But yeah, you can definitely see that's really weird. All right, so getting into Spider-Man, this is a great likeness to him. I mean, that, whole facial scan just works amazing, and this is definitely how I will be posing him. And it kind of makes me want now, I wish I didn't, but now I want the Infinity Wars Iron Spider, because I want to see if I can pop this head on that body too. I think that'd be really cool. But overall, I think it's a great likeness to him. It's got nice brown paint applications on his hair. I think it turned out nice. It's covering it. There's no flesh tone like showing through on the top. It's even got a little bit of black mixed in the brown. I think that looks really good. And even along the hairline, like I think it did an excellent job. It's not bleeding onto his face or anything like that. Man, they're doing a good job with these actor head sculpts. I just think they look really cool. And coming down to the body, it's the same body we've seen with the Vulture Wave Homecoming Spider-Man. It's got the nice, sculpt all around. It's a really cool Spider-Man figure. But all this has been sculpted on. It's got the gray paint applications. You can see some of the darker grays, the little Spider-Man logo. Got the classic Spider-Man logo. The main thing is it's a lighter blue. So coming over the suit here, it's still got that really cool texturing. Hoping the camera will pick it up. I don't know if it is, but you can kind of see it in the crotch area, but it's got that texture, that kind of lined webbing texturing, kind of give it that nylon look. I think that looks really cool, but I like all this painted line work, but it is just literally the same figure, just in a lighter blue and a little bit of a darker red, I believe, but I'll do a comparison here in a second. I'm also going to go over the articulation because I feel like I've gone over this figure so many times. So his head looks up pretty decent with this head looks down really far, looks left and right, kind of rocks side to side. I'm not sure if you guys want to see the rest. I mean, it's the same articulation as before. Mainly just wanted to show off this head sculpt and also show off the differences. So bringing in the other Spider-Man, so you can kind of see it's definitely a dark, I mean, this one's got a darker blue, and this one definitely has a lighter blue. I'm not sure which one I like more, which is kind of cool because, I mean, you can definitely swap out the heads here, but I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but there is a difference in the red even, so you can kind of see he's more of a deeper red, where this one I feel like is a little lighter. But it's pretty cool. But really this pack is, like I'm just going to keep saying it, but it's just a bunch of repaints. Really the only thing you're getting that's different is obviously a new suit for Iron Man, but even though it is repaint, you get that open mask with the gray head, and then you get the actor's head sculpt here on this one, the Spider-Man. But pretty cool. But so there you go, guys. That's my review on Spider-Man Homecoming Wave 2-pack with Iron Man. And I will bring in all of them right here so you can kind of get a visual. I'll move him out of the way so you guys can get a better look. But definitely worth checking out. Keep an eye out. Probably my favorite out of the 2-pack is probably the Iron Man. I just think I always like building the armories up. So that's just my opinion. But there you go, guys. Hope you guys liked my review. Please leave a comment, hit the like button, and subscribe if you haven't. Take care.